Good morning. Well, I have to say it's so far so good. I've had a look at the departure boards and there are no new cancellations today, but that's partly because so many have been cancelled already. They've been cancelled preemptively. The aviation company Cirium, they said that about 900 flights that were due to depart from UK airports between Friday all the way through Tuesday were cancelled earlier this month. And that's part of a wider sort of problem we're really seeing in the aviation industry. Earlier this month, British Airways said they've cancelled all short-haul flights. That's partly because Heathrow behind me, as you were saying there, usually the UK's busiest airport, has actually put a cap on the number of passengers that would be coming in and out of the airport each day. So they've got a cap all the way through until October of no more than 100,000 people coming in and out each day. And if you're watching this thinking, why on earth would you be capping passenger numbers at the busiest time in the year for people to get away? It's because there's been a shortage of staff, a shortage of baggage handlers. And that's why we saw these very chaotic scenes over the last few months, some sort of quite dramatic photos and footage that we saw of bags piling up, of people having flights sort of cancelled last minute, huge delays. So I think very much the airlines are trying to kind of get that back under control and have a fewer number of flights that they can manage more carefully. But I have to say, I actually flew into Heathrow just under a week ago, and while the flight was fine, it took a long time for the baggage to arrive. We were waiting around quite a while, so I still think there's quite a long way to go in trying to get the airports running a little bit more smoothly. And of course, these airlines are wanting to get passengers back after COVID, and airports are wanting to get people to kind of flying at their peak time. So it's bad news for business. And I think an indication of how we're seeing this affecting the airports is there's a recent study by the RAC that says that around 2/3 of airports in the UK have had to bump up their fees for people who are being dropped off, including Heathrow. And I think it gives an indication there of some of the financial troubles that some of the airports are finding themselves in. But of course, that's quite frustrating for passengers, particularly those who want to get a quick getaway over the bank holiday weekend.
There's no such thing as a quick getaway at the moment, because if you choose to go to one of our lovely counties in Great Britain, you're going to have trouble on the roads as well, because we've heard that from the AA. Amber warning.
Yeah, I know, it's not good news. I mean, it's good, I guess, that everyone's kind of getting back on their feet after the pandemic. There's about 15 million people that are expected to take to the roads this weekend, going out and about. And why wouldn't you? I mean, to the west of me, we've got Reading Festival that's been going on this weekend, Notting Hill Carnival, of course. So there's going to be a huge amount of traffic on the roads. And I think the particular concern in London is from today, there's a 2-day bus strike that's affecting 1,600 bus drivers in London. So that's going to have a huge impact on the roads. And of course, if you want to be taking the train, you think, the roads sound a bit chaotic, I'm worried about that amber warning, I'm going to get the train instead. There's a number of engineering works that are taking place today, including London, Hastings, Ashford International. So I think it's really important. There's lots of exciting things going on this bank holiday weekend, but please do very much check before you travel.